Hi, it's Red-Headed Riding Hood here. Red for short. I'm gonna read you William Barclay's Daily Celebration. This is gonna be another good one. I think I vaguely remember. Drifting, Part 1. James Moffat, in his book The Day Before Yesterday, has a chapter on fables, and in it he relates one of Tolstoy's fables. It was as if I had suddenly found myself sitting in a boat which had been pushed off from an unknown shore, as if I had been shown the direction of the opposite shore and given a pair of oars and left alone. I ply the oars, I row ahead, but the further I go, the stronger the current becomes, carrying me out of my course. I meet other people afloat, also carried away by the current. Some have thrown their oars away. A few are struggling against the stream, but most of them glide with it. The further I go, the more I watch the long line of boats floating down the current. And I forget the course pointed out to me as my own. From every side, cheery voices shout to me that there can be no other direction. I believe them, as men drift down the stream or glide with the current. I let myself drift along with them until at last I hear the roar of rapids. Already I can see their boats broken up, and I know I myself must perish. Then I come to myself. Before me I can see nothing but destruction. I am hurrying fast towards it. What must I do? Looking back, I notice a number of boats now struggling to make headway against the current, and then I remember all about the opposite shore, the course, and the oars. I begin at once to row hard upstream to reach the opposite side. The shore is God. The current is tradition. The oars are free will, given that I may gain union with God. Here is a fable which tells how a man awoke to the duty and the danger of life. It tells of the danger of drifting with the stream. It's always easier to go with a crowd than to battle your way against it. It's always easier to conform than to be a nonconformist. It's always easier to accept the standards of society in which we may happen to be than it is to stand for a set of standards which are quite different. It is always easier to pursue a policy of drift and of inaction, and yet it is perfectly obvious that there can be no greatness in that direction. Do not be conformed to the world, says Paul, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. I was just listening to Joyce Meyer say that verse. Romans 12:2. Stop saying amen to what the world says, said Robert Louis Stevenson, and keep your soul alive. Drift means disaster, but there is more. Tomorrow, part 2. Yeah. Something happened, and I'm trying to decide if I want to tell you or not. Maybe Monday. Watch my live Monday. But it's nothing major. Right now, it's kind of like in a transitional time. I'm kind of just chilling. I need to write. I need to work on my YouTube. I need to keep praying about what's next. I'm thinking of getting a van. When I need to, I might consider getting another job, but I don't know. I will pray about that, but not right at this moment. I'm considering driving for Lyft if need be. So that's what's in the works. I'm hoping to get, keep working on my YouTube and having more time to write. I'm looking forward to having more time to write. Since I'm back from California, quit my job right before I went to California, and now it's July. I signed up to go on a cruise in November, so I'm excited about that. And I'm hoping to go to Philly in September. I'm thinking about that. So that would be my next trip. So those are the tentative plans. And yeah, I'm excited. I listen to Joyce Meyer about every day. And I knew this part, but I did happen to listen to one of her messages today where she said, God told me to quit my job. And she had, she was having anxiety about that, God, I can't quit my job, but like I only had it for 9 months and God's been taking care of me all this, I never could find a regular, quote unquote, regular job after my divorce. And so, and God's always taking care of me, I've, donated blood plasma. I did Airbnb in my home. I drove for Uber and Lyft. And then I feel I did save money from traveling around in my RV, but I was so, I didn't plan ahead, and it was so much. I was doing YouTube a lot, and I wasn't staying in places. I think if I do van life again, I will stay in places longer, so that I'll have time to relax a little bit more, write. I'm Redheaded Writing Hood, and I need to remember that. God gave me that name. I'm Redheaded Writing Hood, writing with WWRITING. I spelled it wrong with 2 T's once. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I'm a writer. But anyways, don't say that no one cares for you, because I do and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye.